We catch up now with Georgie Doward. And Georgie, as I say, is an inspirational young Western Cape climbing athlete. Georgie, it's fantastic to have you on the line. How are things on your side?
Hi, thanks for having me. Yeah, all good here.
First time for you on the show with us. I've got to ask you, where did the world of climbing start for you?
Okay, so I was actually offered it as an extramural at school by a mountain guide, and we used to go out every Tuesday afternoon for about 4 hours into the mountains and just climb. And then I really enjoyed it, so I carried on. And he suggested to my dad one day that I maybe join a club and start competitively climbing. And so I just went from there and joined a club and worked my way up with the competitions.
I mean, climbing is a very physical sport. Were you physical? Were you strong before you started climbing? Did it come naturally for you?
I had been doing a lot of other sports prior to when I started, but it was very different. I'd been doing like team ball sports and everything, so I definitely had to build it up. But
Yeah.
it came pretty quickly, and yeah, it suits me well, definitely.
So tell us about some of your big competitions that you've had. We know that you have had some great international experience as well, but what were the big ones for you?
So one of my biggest comps so far was nationals in 2017, where I won my age group, and then we went from that to the Youth World Championships in Innsbruck in Austria,
Wow.
which was an amazing experience to
Was
meet
that also in 2017 or 28?
yeah,
When was
that was
that?
also
2017. Yeah.
yeah. And then we had like lots of nationals and all of those things in between. And then in last year, 2019, we went to Arco in Italy for another Youth World Championships. And there's been another nationals, an open nationals, that was also really good, where the top 5 people from that competition qualified for Africa Cup, which is the Africa Cup is now going to be a selection event for possibly the Olympics.
Wow, that's pretty serious stuff. So you started in 2017. I mean, your big competition there, winning the South African
Well,
Championships.
I started competing a lot before that, but that was
Yeah.
like my first big. Yeah, I started when I was about 11.
So how did it feel to win the South African champs in that year?
Yeah, it was quite amazing. Everything just seemed to work well, and it was just my day, and yeah, it was amazing.
And then, of course, from there it was off to the World Champs. Tell us about a little bit about that experience. I mean, you're mentioning some big names here, a lot of international travel. There must be a lot of competition there, a lot of fantastic superstars.
Yes, definitely. So it was a team of it was just a small team, about 22 of us, who were selected to head to Austria to compete in this big event, which is basically people from all around the world, from a bunch of different countries, all competing for the youth
Yeah.
champion title. And it was amazing to see all the different ways people go about the sport from all different countries. And it was definitely a good experience, and we learned a lot,
So we've
as
got.
well as getting to meet with everybody else from other provinces in South Africa.
Which was your favorite country?
Um, wow, the Americans were really friendly. And yeah, so we definitely spent more time with them. But when we were in Arco recently, we were with the Austrians actually quite a lot. Yeah.
Georgie, we've got some fantastic pictures here of you that you have sent in. I've got to take a look at this first one here, which just looks to me very scary. You look like something out of a Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah, that's from a while back when I first started climbing in Rocklands in the Cedarburg, which is an international climbing spot where people from all over the world come and climb. And yeah, it's an amazing place.
There's another picture over here. Is this you hanging upside down over there?
Yeah.
So when you're climbing like this, you're doing some pretty scary things. You're upside down at what is the highest you've been, or how do you climb these big mountains and cliffs like we see in the movies?
Not quite as high as like Yosemite Valley and everything like that, but yeah, we do lead climbing, which is with ropes and everything.
Yeah.
But unless you're doing multi-pitch trad routes, which are up huge mountains, the sport routes are about 30 meters or so. And then this is out ropes, just bouldering with mats.
And this is what you guys call bouldering.
Yeah.
All right, Georgie, so we've also got some pictures. I mean, we've got to ask you a little bit about your training now. The next picture we've got here is indoors, in fact. You've got to tell us what's going on over here.
Yeah, so this is at a local competition called Rockmasters, which is just an open age category, and it's an invitational competition. This was last year, and this is a combined competition, so you do lead, boulder, and speed. And this picture is of lead, which is with a rope, and you clip yourself in as you're going up. And then, yeah, that's also lead. And then the other one is speed, which is just trying to get to the top as fast as you can, I guess. It's one route that's the same for everybody, and you're following that the whole way up. And I think the record for that is like 4 seconds up a 15-meter wall.
4 seconds up 15 meters? I mean, that's pretty high. So, I mean, you have to be very strong climbing up there. Are your hands, do you have to do a lot of hand strengthening exercises?
Yes, definitely. There's a lot of training that goes in. Arms and definitely fingers is a huge part of it.
So, Georgie, where to next for you now? You're doing well on the provincial level. You've got the South African Championship under your belt already, so you know what that experience is like. What's the next big tournament for you guys?
So I was lucky enough to qualify in that open national event for Africa Cup, which was supposed to have already happened, but because of this virus, it has been postponed till December. And so if that goes ahead, I'm hoping to compete in that and see where that takes me. So all the training is kind of leading up for that and for some outdoor trips as well.
Yeah. Looking for, I mean, climbing is an Olympic sport. Is that one of your ambitions going forward?
It is a dream. It would be an amazing thing to accomplish. But it's one spot for one female from the whole of Africa, which is going to be tight. Yeah. And one male. And so it's going to be a very, very tight competition.
Wow, one spot. I mean, but you have got some athletes that are, some of you that have already been to the Junior Olympics. I believe some of you have gone to Rio.
Yeah, we've had two.
Yeah. Georgie, we're gonna leave it at that. We're looking forward to getting lots of videos and pictures from you, and we wish you the best of luck for your. Is it you say the African Championships?
African Cup, yeah.
African Cup, yeah. And of course, you have to stay safe out there under the lockdown.
Yes, same to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Georgie. We'll catch up with you again soon. And of course, all the best to the other athletes out there from Western Cape Climbing.
Thank you so much.
Georgie Doward there, folks. A former South African champion, current Western Cape Climbing a superstar. She's on her way to the African Cup. And her ambitions, of course, to make it into the Olympics. We're looking forward to following her progress. Great stuff, making our Western Cape athletes proud, and fantastic job done there by a member of the Western Cape Provincial Sport Confederation, Western Cape Climbing.